Wednesday, February 22nd edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East here with you, and we have a little disturbance moving our way that'll bring us a chance of showers and even a couple thunderstorms late this afternoon and this evening. Tomorrow, near record warmth. Another storm system moves through late tomorrow night into Friday, and then chillier conditions for the weekend. We'll talk about some possibilities next work week, too. Let's start off with the radar this morning. Very quiet here across the Carolinas, but notice that little cluster of showers and some thunderstorms in parts of Arkansas spreading into western Tennessee. That is with a little disturbance that is rippling our way, and it'll move through this evening. Temperatures this morning, a good bit milder than where we were at this point yesterday. Now it's still pretty cool with a lot of 30s and 40s, but no 20s on the board here in our area this morning. And this warmer air continues to build off to our southwest and move our way. Up in the upper levels here, this is the look this afternoon. Really tough to discern that incoming disturbance up at 500 millibars, but it's there, and that'll move our way and spread on into the region by this evening. There's your day one severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. They do have the Tennessee Valley into the western Carolinas included in a slight risk of severe weather today. We'll see. I'm not overly convinced there's going to be a big problem in the Carolinas, but can't rule out a strong or severe storm late this afternoon or this evening. Something to keep an eye on as we get into, say, the 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. time frame in the western Carolinas. Now, tomorrow, significant trough rolling in. Interesting to kind of see how that interacts with this little piece of energy, too. But it's like a nice trough swings in, and accompanying that will be the risk of showers and thunderstorms, a big slight risk all the way from the Texas Gulf Coast, the upper Texas Gulf Coast, up to Kentucky. And that will be valid for tomorrow and tomorrow night. And then we see that system, that trough kind of swing in for the weekend. And right as that cold front moves through, there's a day 3 slight risk from Georgia to the coastal parts of the Carolinas. And finally, one more chart on the European here. Early Wednesday morning of next week shows you another system swinging in. I'll talk about next week in just a second. Today, highs in the 60s across the region, and as we get into late this afternoon and this evening, there's going to be the chance of a few showers and even a few thunderstorms rippling through with that disturbance. So we'll see how that all plays out later today. Everything is gone by the second half of the night tonight, and then we're looking at a day tomorrow which will feature near record warmth. We're going to have a very well-established southwest flow. Should have a good amount of sunshine, although there'll be some clouds around, and I think a lot of 70s here once east of the mountains for our highs tomorrow. And some record highs could be challenged around the region as a whole. Now on Friday, this is Friday morning on the GFS, and that's when it brings through the cold front, or at least brings it into the region. The European, a little bit slower with the timing here, and it's indicating kind of a wetter scenario for Friday. So I'm going to go with a little bit of a slower scenario than the GFS, but I will bring in the chance, maybe as early as Thursday, late night, of a shower or a thunderstorm, but probably it'll be during the day Friday when we have the better chance of some showers and storms, assuming that European timing is correct. Back to the GFS, this is Saturday, cold air advection day, breezy conditions, northwest winds. And highs probably at most Saturday in the upper 40s and lower 50s, lows in the 20s in many spots Sunday morning, and Sunday afternoon looks like maybe low and mid 50s for highs. Now we get out to next week, and we have a lot of divergence in how the GFS and the European look. This is Monday, and at this point they're in pretty decent agreement. Pretty powerful low pressure up here in the Great Lakes. Frontal boundary trailing down from that. We go to Tuesday on the GFS, okay, and this is a cold high pressure over the plains, and kind of spilling all across the northern two-thirds of the country down into parts of our region, okay, and then we go one panel later on the GFS, and it begins to bring some moisture up and over that dome of cold air, and that's really close to a winter weather scenario here for parts of the upper southeast on the GFS for Wednesday of next week. The European a little bit different. This is how it looks Tuesday evening. You have a cold front that's, again, very slowly progressing through. Not as much overrunning behind it, but there is still north winds behind this front, some precipitation around. Not really fired up about any winter weather chances next week, but we'll see how that overrunning potential unfolds as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. All right, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.